Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, don't know what is in me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up from my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On the road, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Mafia, we got some stuff to look at as we have gotten a little bit of a pullback here on Bitcoin. Oh my God, it's going to zero. No, seriously, it might be going to zero, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But we're going to be breaking down this pullback, guys. Is this something we should be worried about? Or is this just a healthy pullback before we get another break to the upside? I'm just trying to fight my chair here as it just continuously sinks down. But we're going to be taking a look at this pullback, guys. Is this something we should be worried about, or are we just looking for a healthy pullback before that next move to the upside? We're going to be breaking it down. I want to talk about the key levels that we're looking at. We did catch a nice little scalp long off of a key level that actually we gave away on the live stream here, but we took that in the premium Discord. But I want to talk about, it's been all rainbows and butterflies lately, and as you guys know, the past couple of live streams, I've kind of been talking about how, not that I was super bearish, but definitely a little bit more neutral than anything. Guys, you guys might see me break this chair live, guys. We already smashed the mouse. Chair might be number 2. But yeah, we're going to be talking about if we should be worried, and I want to kind of cover the bearish case because we talked about those higher targets to the upside. We've also talked about the lower targets, but I want to zoom out and do some more macro analysis and talk about if we were to see some kind of shocking dump out of nowhere, where can it bring us to? And the reason I want to talk about this, guys, is because obviously the past few weeks, it's been really nice. We've called a lot of levels to the upside, and price just keeps hitting these levels. But as we always say, nothing goes up in a straight line. And, to be quite honest with you guys, there's one thing that is making me a little bit suspicious of just recklessly continuing to the upside. And it has a lot to do with the fact that, when you try to figure out where a market's going to go, a really, really good technique you can use is just to try to hypothesize what would wreck the most people. And there is no doubt in my mind, there's actually 2 big things that are somewhat concerning to me right now. And it actually doesn't really have much to do with the chart. We do have some bearish signals that we'll take a look at. But there are some potential bearish things. I guess they are kind of bearish, right? And I want to talk about those today. Zoom out, look at the higher time frames, and very, very clearly right now, I think the thing that would wreck the most people right now is to get a gigantic shock dump to the downside. Now, I'm not calling for this. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen or anything like that. But when you see such a bullish market, and one of the things that makes me really nervous right now is the level of euphoria we are seeing right now. And number one, like the biggest thing, guys, is the meme coins. Now, if you remember back to, I think it was some point in the bear market, we'll pull up charts to look at it. But when we had the AI boom, that kind of rally, that bear market rally that we saw in the altcoins, what topped out that rally, guys? It was the meme coins. It was when everybody started coming in chat saying, look at this altcoin, look at this meme coin, it's going to be the next Sheeb. And that is literally, it is identical. It is exactly what we're seeing happen right now. Everybody's saying their meme coin is going to be the next Sheeb, the next Pepe, the next Doge. And when we saw that happen last time in the middle of the bear market, I was saying, like, guys, if you've been watching this channel, you'll know, like, the people from Monkeys was here. They were here like, this is the next Sheeb. I bet you $1 million. But really all these people are doing is trying to get influencers to talk about their coin. They just want them to mention their coin, look at the chart, and then they could clip it up and be like, oh, look, Frankie Candles is bullish on our meme coin. It's like basically a scam. But this is like the almost exact same thing we're seeing happen. Now, again, I'm not calling for a massive dump, but I want to hypothesize. Take a look at the charts because, as you guys know, like, nothing goes up in a straight line. I think the thing that's going to wreck the most people is a big dump. So I want to cover like kind of what I would look at if we do get the big dump, because we've been talking about the bullish case for so long. I think it's just like kind of repetitive at this point. So we're going to take a little bit. We're going to put on our bear glasses today, and maybe we see it play out, maybe we don't. But we're going to put our bear glasses on because we have to be prepared whether the price is going up or down, because the Mafia makes money no matter what happens. So shout out to the CandleMafia, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. And also, do not forget, we're giving away 0.02 Bitcoin today. So a little bit more details in that in just a second. But shout out to the Mafia. Smash that like button. And we're going to do probably a quick update on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at a couple of altcoins, but then we're going to get right into the giveaways, guys. We also have our regular giveaways going on as well. Yeah, so shout out to Crypto Sniper. What is going on? We got Jay Gilly in the chat. What is going on? As always, good to see you, bro. We got Edward Webb in the chat. What is going on, bro? We got Elite Ways Easy. As always, happy to see you. Elionics Rodriguez. What is going on? Thank you for tuning in. We got Bad Axe in the chat. We got Landon in the chat. Let's go. He said, get your Franklin Candles hat today. Shout out to Landon. What is going on? We got DJ Sunny. What is going on? Mike K. And last but not least, we got Digital X, Theo Rodriguez, and Elizabeth. One of our beloved female CandleMafia representatives. I'm assuming that. I don't know. I can't see them. I don't know them either, but I just see their name. But shout out to Elizabeth. Thank you for being here. And then shout out to Jonah Plainclothes. And of course, Dave Digital said your face in the chat. Oh no, Dave, you can't summon my face. Wait, I shouldn't have said that. He probably can summon my face in the chat. Well, anyway, shout out to Dave. Probably only a matter of time before. Yeah, oh, here they come. Here they come. Well, they're okay. Well, we got one face. We got one face. Oh God, there they are. Shout out to Dave Digital. But guys, with all that being said, and I didn't even see this. Shout out to Golden for already gifting 50 Frankie Candles memberships. As always, Golden the GOAT dropping that support for the Candle Mafia. And with all that being said, like I said, I'm going to get into this in a minute. If you guys don't already love Golden, you're going to love him even more after this live stream. So let's go ahead and jump on into the charts, guys. And here we are. Bitcoin going to zero. I'm kidding, guys. I know this is algo. Guys, you might have to bear with me here. TradingView. At TradingView. Please tell me how to fix this. I don't know why I can't click anything over here. I don't know what's going on. Please help me. At TradingView, I beg of you. Like, it works on this chart, but I can't do it on this chart. But this is the chart that we need. I think I could probably just reload the chart, and that would probably work. But I don't know what is going on there. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. There's the golden emojis and my face emojis. Dang it, Dave. And another 50 Frankie Candles memberships from Golden. Let's go, you absolute legend. Golden, don't do that, especially with what you're doing right now. You guys will find out in a minute on why he should not be gifting memberships right now, but we always appreciate Golden for supporting the channel, bro. Thank you so much. It's so funny. It's like, I'm sure a lot of people are like, is Golden like Frank's like friend, parent? Like, is this like Frank's family? Who is this? Guys, Golden is legitimately just another amazing human being that is a part of the Candle Mafia, and he just wants to spread the good gospel of this amazing crypto community, which is absolutely magical. Shout out to Golden. People like you are far and few between, and all of them who exist are all in the Candle Mafia. So shout out to Golden and shout out to the Candle Mafia. But let's go ahead and jump in here, guys. Not on Algorand, but let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. Shout out to Landon. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, shooting star candle coming in on the weekly drop. Ooh, baby. Actually, something I want to look at and we're going to compare those weekly candles to previous shooting star candles that we've seen. Last time we took a look at a shooting star candle on the weekly, I brought it up and said price might go down, and people got mad. People got really, really mad, but price went down. So, and then they were probably even more mad. They were like, I didn't want to believe him, but he was right. Pissing me off even more. But let's go ahead and jump in here, guys, and take a look at what we got going on now. If you guys have been watching the live streams recently, you do know that we were talking about if we do lose this range, we are likely going to be looking down to our next key level, being right down here at about $67,000. Now, this was a very specific level of support. Not only did we have a weekly naked point of control, but we also had a golden pocket retracement here. It was kind of a wonky fib pull, to be quite honest with you. So it's like weird higher low, but it is a golden pocket. But more importantly, it is the weekly naked point of control as well as the point of control of this. Let's pull it there. The point of control of this entire volume profile, right? So making it a pretty strong level of support. Now, I did take a scalp long off of this. Yeah, it actually was kind of suspicious, guys. We came down to that level. And again, we don't give the full trade setups here with the confirmations like we do in the premium, but we do have these levels exposed on this live stream. But not only, I got into this position, and to be quite honest with you, it was kind of a clean setup, right? We came down, put in our lower lows on our price action with our higher lows on our momentum waves. Bada boom. Bada bing, right? Lower lows, higher lows, with money flow coming up. This is a pretty clear signal that you're likely to get some kind of a reaction off the level. However, we kind of wiggled around for quite some time. Now, I will say this setup looked pretty good here on Market Cypher B, not only on the 15-minute, but also on the 30-minute and the 24-minute as well, as we did have bullish divergences with our money flow coming up. And it took a while, and I'll be honest, I almost closed this at this little local value area high that we had down here. I almost closed my trade here just because I expected a much more aggressive move to the upside. Now, we did also swing fail some key levels here on the 1 hour, right? So if I grab my horizontal ray, you can see right here on this wick, bada boom, we did get a nice little swing failure there. I know it's a little hard to see, but we did get a nice little swing failure there as well, giving us a little bit of extra confirmation for that move to the upside. But typically with swing failures like that, guys, especially when you have it confirming with these bull divs with the money flow coming up, usually get a pretty quick move up, and we kind of wiggled around here for so long. I almost closed my position there. However, I didn't. And then we got the big move to the upside that I was hoping for. And now we're all the way back down. We came up, got a, and where did we get a rejection from? Simply put, this is not the fib that I wanted to look at. We actually have a lot to look at here because not only did we get our lower high, because as you guys know, yesterday we were talking about how I was kind of shifting from like recklessly bullish, just looking for higher prices, higher prices, higher prices. You can see like in the past 2 weeks of this live stream, I've just basically been like, guys, not worried about the pullback. I'm looking up towards this level. I'm looking up towards this level. And right now, those levels are still sitting above, right? We still do have those levels sitting between, I would say, the major levels at about 74, 279, all the way up to 75K is kind of the next local zone. And then like the next major target. I'm not looking up. I don't have the exact fib on this chart right here. But $81,000 is the next Fibonacci extension level that I would be watching. But yesterday and the day before, I believe, we were looking at something very specific on the chart that was making me lean a little bit more neutral on the charts rather than just randomly, just calling for that upside. Very, very clear that we were going to continue up in the recent past. But once we got up here and started putting in not only deviating from our volume profile, but we also put in a 4-hour bearish divergence with not just a bear div, guys, but we also had the money flow coming out. So you have your lower highs, higher highs, giving you that open alligator mouth, which is a bearish divergence. You also had the money flow coming to the downside. So oftentimes this does mark some kind of a significant top, in my own personal opinion. Typically when I see these, it does oftentimes mark a pretty significant top, whether it's local, macro, etc. But typically you do get a break of the range at least, and a continued downtrend to some kind of degree. So and on top of that, right, the 12-hour, we also had bear divs. But, in such a bullish market, we've been taking these signals, I don't want to say with a grain of salt, but you don't take them as seriously as in a bearish market or even a sideways market, right? Because when you're just blasting off to higher prices continually, you don't want to fight those aggressive bullhorns, right? Because they're likely going to yank you and, fling you across the room or whatever, wherever bulls are, across the field. But that is, some of those signs of weakness. I don't know if it's a sign of weakness, but kind of what was indicating this potential push to the downside, right? And that's why we had our eyes set here for the next long position. But I want to talk about the one more thing I want to take a look at before we look at the higher time frames, and I talk about the potential possibility, and we look at like the actual bearish case, right? Now, where did we talked about this? I don't want to say we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Someone please fact check me on this. I'm pretty sure we talked about this last night on the live stream. If we were to have this downtrend continue, right, not only did we have all the things I just looked at, we also had money flow coming out, which again, I'm not saying that we were on here yesterday being like extremely bearish because of this stuff. We were looking at it, taking it into consideration while also understanding we're in a strong bullish trend, right? And it's very likely that those bearish signals get faked out, right? So treating them with caution. Not only that, we also had money flow coming out on a lot of these hourly time frames, which would indicate a downtrend to start. This was absolutely beautiful, right? Because not only did we get the bearish divergence up here as we deviated above our volume profile, looking for that move down to the POC and value area low, which again, we were looking at yesterday. And then we lost the range, but where did we wind up putting that lower high in? Simply put, this is something we go out over on the live stream all the time. We pulled our fib from the high to the low, and then naturally, you're going to be looking between your golden pocket and your 786 Fibonacci retracement level to put that lower high in and continue to the downside. On top of that, you also have your point of control. And we say that, I talk about this all the time as well. When you're inside of a range like this and you lose that range, if you're decisively going to break down and leave that range and start a downtrend, it works with uptrends as well. But basically, anytime you break out of one of these volume profiles, you get the move to the downside, and a lot of times price will come up and retest that point of control before finally officially losing that range and starting a downtrend to lower prices. So, and this was just absolutely textbook. Like, even if you weren't looking at the fib levels, you would have simply just been looking at your POC as like, hey, we lost the level, money flow is coming out. I know a downtrend is likely to start because of this, right? So you would look for a what? Lackluster move to the upside to put a lower high in and then continue in your downtrend, right? Bada boom, bada bing. And that's exactly what you saw happening. And then obviously if you did pull your actual Fibonacci retracement levels, you can see you did reject off that golden pocket almost perfectly. You even kind of tried to go for the 786, but you didn't quite make it. So just absolutely poetic with the volume profiles and kind of what we look at. And recently we have looked at, in previous ranges, losing recently it's been in an uptrend, right? So we talk about getting a breakout and then a bullish retest of the POC to the downside before breaking out and continuing up. This isn't an example of that, but I'm just saying, recently we've been looking at that happen. But that's kind of how we got to where we are. But the real question is, where are we going? And this is kind of why, or where I want to cover the more bearish case, guys, because, again, we've taken a look at the bullish case. If you're unfamiliar with my bullish case here, if we do wind up, and it is looking less and less likely as time goes on, to be quite honest with you, if we do get back inside this range, flip this value area low to support, and the reason I say it's less likely and less likely to happen as time goes on is simply because we've already gotten a retracement. Right, we've already gotten a retracement to the current value area low, tried to get accepted back in and rejected, right? And at the same time, if you pull your fib from the recent high, this isn't the all-time high that I just pulled it from, but this local high to the most local low that you made before you got the retracement back to the upside, where did you reject from this time? Where did the lower high come in this time? The same exact place, the golden pocket. But instead of having confluence with the POC like you did up here, you had confluence with the value area low. So, the more we're unable to get above these levels, the less likely it is to get back in there, in my opinion. Doesn't mean you can't get back in there. It's just less likely. So at this point, we got to get back inside this range, get back to the value area high, and then get a breakout. But the fact that we have broken all this structure already, and if you come up to some of the higher time frames, we have a 4-hour red dot printing. We have a 4-day red dot printing, a 3-day red dot printing. 2-day red dot's been confirmed for a while. Your 5-day, come on, red dot is looking to print as well. And then your 6-day and your weekly VWAPs are also flopping over here. Their red dots are not there quite yet, but they are looking to print very soon. So this could potentially call for more of a pull to the downside. And like I said, guys, one of the reasons why I am being a little bit more cautious right now, and the reason why I am kind of shifting to, or yesterday and the day before, I was kind of shifting to more of a neutral sentiment, and then we finally got the big drop. The reason that I'm now starting to get a little bit, not worried, but, the reason I'm being open and wanting to cover this bear case is because simply, guys, like, what are we seeing happen, right? We've seen a lot of the altcoins go, and we're seeing a lot of the meme coins start to go as well. And just as far as, like, a community sentiment, right? Not the CandleMafia, but a crypto community sentiment. You got all the meme coin projects trying to come in and shill their coin and get exposure, and, that's all good and fine. Not that I'll promote their coins for them, but, The problem with this is this oftentimes marks a top. And like I said, let me go ahead and let's pull up Pepe real quick, because I want to bring you guys back to when we saw the last run up, right? Which I believe was, let's see, it was like back here in, actually, let's pull up, was it Fetch? I want to try to find the exact area. So it's like, in that February area where we saw, like, I believe this is it right here, like November 2022, is kind of when all the craziness began here. What was another one that was going crazy? I don't remember any of them because they all went to zero, except for Pepe. But let's see, did she pump on that kind of rip? It was during the altcoin, kind of the altcoin explosion. So let's see, February, August, September, January, February. Yeah, so it was like during this time right here, I believe is what I'm referring to. And this is kind of where we saw like a little rally, right? Everyone's like, oh my God, this is super exciting. The altcoins started going a little bit nuts. Again, like Fetch was one of the altcoins that, we were talking about that started going crazy. And it was at this point where everybody was getting bullish. Oh, my God, the bottom's in, which it was. But everyone's, like, freaking out. Oh, my God, super bullish, super bullish. All the meme coins were going crazy. And then, like, literally right towards the top, I was saying, guys, all the meme coin people are here shilling their meme coins. This is a gigantic warning sign of a top. It doesn't mean you're going to zero, but a gigantic warning sign for a top. I wish I could pull up. I think it was called Monkey or Monkeys or Monkey Token or something. I'm probably not going to be able to find it. I mean, there's probably a million of the coins. They probably all went to zero. But this is very, very alarming, right? Not for Bitcoin to go to zero or anything, but like for some kind of a significant pullback to occur, because it's like almost identical. And if we go back to Fetch real quick, bada boom, is this it? Yeah. at that point, we wound up seeing like a significant correction. Now, this is obviously fetch. It's an altcoin, 74% down. Like, this isn't Bitcoin. But we are seeing something very, very similar. And on top of the fact that I do believe that a big dump is likely what would wreck everybody right now, it makes it somewhat interesting to kind of at least entertain the idea of some kind of a pullback to come in here and potentially even something bigger. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying, oh my God, there's a massive bearish signal on the chart. We are likely to pull down at least this much. Like, there are times where that happens. This is not one of those times. This is more speculative, and this is more me analyzing the sentiment of the crypto space, right? And, everybody, for a while, basically from here all the way to here, the bears were getting wrecked, right? Every pump was depressing, right? If you guys saw that clip of Dave Portnoy, he's like, Bitcoin, $65,000. Unbelievable. It's depressing. I'm depressed, right? That's the bears getting wrecked, right? Everyone thinking, oh my God, I don't want to buy at these prices, and then they wind up buying higher, and then they get a pullback, and they're like, oh my God, and then the bears just get wrecked on the way up. But at this point, I think all that bearish sentiment has kind of gotten like pushed out of people, right? You still have some bears saying 8K incoming, 8K incoming. Guys, nothing's impossible. But even if we got some kind of a black swan, I doubt 8K is coming. Now, again, doesn't make it mean it's impossible, but because of these reasons, I do think that coming down would wreck the most people, right? The bears got wrecked on the way up, and then at this point, I think everybody, all those last bears are probably finally starting to think, well, I guess I was wrong. I guess we're not going down. Time to get long, and then they just get wrecked to the downside, right? This is like most people in the market. So because of that, I want to talk about, if we did get a pullback, how bad could that be? And on top of that, if you guys have been paying attention at all to like the news, there's some pretty crazy stuff going on right now. And, it is reminiscent of a specific other time. Maybe the year was 2020. There was a presidential election, and there started to be some crazy stuff going on, right? And at that point, in Bitcoin, right? We had this big bear market rally. Everybody was super, super bullish, right? Oh my God, bear market's over, 100K incoming. And then we came down, black swan event, absolutely nuked the markets. And, in hindsight, what did this do? It simply just gave us a 786 retracement. So, very, very scary. But if you were looking at the charts, you would have been like, hey, if we hold that 786, it may be a good sign. It gave you a second chance, kind of made somewhat of a double bottom, technically a higher low, but gave everybody kind of a second chance to get into the market. And then the bull market began. Now, I know everybody's screaming this time is different. And, if there's any time that was going to be different, this is probably more likely to be that. Every cycle that goes by is more and more likely to be different, in my opinion, right? Just based off of how assets mature. But, nothing goes up in a straight line. So, if we do pull back, I just want to talk about this like really briefly. Again, I'm not calling for a gigantic move to the downside, but I do just want to kind of warn everybody. Meme coin shillers are here, and there are a lot of like sentimental top signals coming in. And I do not mean, I don't mean like top signals as in like we're going to zero. I just mean for like, let's wreck all the bears, right? Let's wreck all the bulls. Because, everybody was getting wrecked up here is probably finally starting to get long, and then they just got wrecked, right? So anyway, let's take a look here, right? Because let me pull up the cycle chart. Where are we? Let's pull up that cycle chart on the weekly. And I've shown this many, many times, guys, but, simply put, all this chart shows is each halving, each bottom. I've measured like just about everything. We've been looking at this chart for like since the beginning of the channel almost, and it's served us very, very, very well. If you've seen any of my Bitcoin deep dive videos on the channel, where where we were looking for this move up to 48 to 50K when we were all the way down here, this has served us very, very well as a macro chart. So if we did get a pullback here, right? Like let's say we got some kind of super, super bearish situation to kind of come in here. What could we be looking for? So for me, right, what I am looking at is simply going to be, let me just grab the live stream chart. Let's come over to Bitstamp. And I want to take a look at a few different things, right? Number one, very key support below, right? Not local, but macro, is going to be this value area, right? This value area below, if we get a big move to the downside, is going to be very, very key to look at, right? So let's say we get a big move down, right? We come down. Well, I'll be honest. Losing 60K would kind of be a big deal, in my opinion, right? Which may or may not be this value area low. I think it is. Yeah, about 58K. So 58K is going to be key. However, in the grand scheme of things, like I'm talking about something like this. If we got something crazy to come in, not like this, right? If we got something crazy like, C19, like a 63% dump. Now, I wouldn't expect the percentage to be exactly the same, but, 63%, I mean, dang, like you're coming down into the 20s. Now, you could imagine how crazy this would be. Right? Everybody would be screaming, oh my God, we're going to zero. Oh my God, we're going to zero. However, if you're looking at the charts and you have your key levels set, you would know you're just within the context of this volume profile. And you would know that if you lost this value area low decisively, that's probably where you would want to really, really start worrying. And at that point, I'd be worrying about Bitcoin. Now, I'm not calling for a $28,000 Bitcoin. I'm just saying, if we get a big move down, really, really key support is going to be coming in here at about $50,000 because this was the breakout of the macro value area. So, on top of that, I want to pull because again, look what happened in 2017. Now, you're not expecting it to play out exactly the same. You can't just look at history and then just assume that everything's going to play out exactly the same. You're going to get wrecked like that. Now, does it rhyme? Have we done very well by, comparing the cycles and expecting history to at least rhyme? Absolutely, right? But we do that with the open mind of like, hey, history doesn't have to repeat. We're not just betting on history repeating, but we are open to the idea that it's likely going to rhyme in some way or some way, right? If we came up here, got a golden pocket retracement, like it already changed, right? This was a pump up to the macro golden pocket. This cycle, we got a pump up to the macro 786 and beyond, right? So we've already changed. It's already different. But that doesn't mean that like we're just about to yeet up to 100K. I mean, could we? Yes. But this is a bear case, right? We've talked about the bullish case. I've already said if we see another breakout, next major target between $75,000 and $81,000 are the two major macro targets that I'm looking at. But today, I want to put the bear glasses on. We haven't seen a red candle like this in a while, or at least we haven't seen higher time frame red candles at all. Really, it's just basically been up and to the right. So I just want to kind of cover a potential bear case, right? So what happens if we got this rally to the golden pocket, and then when we corrected, we came down to that 786? Let's just pull that same level, right? So if we pull that from the low all the way to the all-time high, where does that golden pocket come in? Well, the golden pocket comes in really close to our macro point of control, getting into about 37K. But the 786 comes all the way down here at about 28K. So again, you can imagine the panic that would ensue if we saw Bitcoin do something like this. However, and again, I'm not expecting this, right? But again, like if you've been watching the news and you see all these crazy things happening, WW3, right? This crazy stuff, whether it's official, whether it's legit, whether it's a whole, like, who knows, right? But if we did see something like that happen, right, there's also like apparently going to be like a solar eclipse and like the National Guard is involved. Like it seems like something fishy's going on. I don't want to talk about it too much on YouTube, to be honest with you. But if we see something crazy happen, like you got to expect something crazy. Like no one was expecting this, right? Like obviously March 2020, nobody was expecting that. So this is like if we got a black swan event. Like I do think if we got to move even down to like this POC, like there would need to be some kind of crazy event to bring us down there. But and again, I'm not necessarily expecting this, but these are the key levels, right? So like even if we came down to that 786, like that wouldn't even really be super alarming in my opinion, right? And then you're in the context of your volume profile. But really what I would kind of look at as more realistic levels is I would pull this fib not to the bear market low, but right here before we got this impulse above these previous highs, right? Or above these highs, I should say. That puts your 786, which would be kind of like the worst case scenario, hopefully, right? Like it was right here. Sure, we dipped below it, but we closed those weekly candles above that 786. And it would kind of track, right? Because lower market cap over here would call for a higher percentage dump, right? So we got a 67% or 62% dump here. And as the market cap gets bigger and bigger, you're not going to expect as much of a volatile dump to the downside. So if we got this 786 retracement, I will say, it's not 63%. It's a little bit better at about 52%, which could be, due to the larger market cap, could kind of like nerf that dump to the downside, making this right here at about between 35.4 and 34.3. Very, very key level of support. And then on top of that, you would also be looking at this golden pocket at about 43.4. And again, I want to be very clear. Like, I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, right? It's not like, there will be times, and there are times where I come up here and I talk about massive high time frame divergences with money flow coming out. Like, we see extremely bearish signals, such as a blood diamond on the weekly time frame with money flow about to cross over into the red. And at those times, I literally have said on the internet, guys, this is probably going to be the start of the bear market. And I got roasted on the internet for saying that. And then after it happened, I got many, many, many DMs saying, hey, brother, either I hit my biggest trade off of that blood diamond on the weekly, or people literally saying, I just want to let you know you helped teach me how to trade these markets because I was mad at you for calling that blood diamond, and now I see that you're just looking at the charts. It doesn't matter how I feel, just trade the charts. So there are times where I'm like, guys, this is super bearish. Oh my God, buckle up, we're probably going to dump. This is not one of those times. This is a speculative kind of analysis. I'm not saying we're about to do this, but I'm just saying, with the geopolitical situation right now, with the economic situation right now, like the macroeconomic situation right now, if we do see some kind of a black swan, this could be potential, key support to be looking at. So 3 very, very key levels to look at: 50K, starting at 44K, and then all the way down here at the macro POC. And if you're using the volume profiles, guys, these would be very, very clear levels to look at, not hard to find, and just very, very obvious levels to watch. So I did just kind of want to go over this. You got the meme coins exploding. People are going crazy over them. Everybody and their grandma is now talking about crypto. And again, it doesn't mean it's the top of the bull market. I'm not saying that necessarily. But I can't tell you how many text messages I've got from people that I haven't talked to in years. And 3 times in a row, that has been a beautiful top signal, right? At least local top, right? Even if it's like this top for a dump, or this top for a dump, or this top for a dump. It's just sentimental analysis does say, like, euphoria is absolutely crazy right now. So I just kind of wanted to cover this little bear case. And let's see. So you're saying take a long on Theta 2 hour, right? Shout out to Dave Digital. I'm not sure how you figured that out, but that is exactly what I did there. It was all backwards. I was speaking in riddles to tell you where to long Theta. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to BTBP. Shout out to you, bro. He says, do you look at the liquidation heat maps before you get into trades? Absolutely, I do. If you take a look at the longer-term 6-month heat maps, right, what do we have down here? $35,000. Massive amount of liquidity sitting down there. Now, let me be clear. This does not guarantee that we go down to see $35,000, right? Just because we have the liquidity down there does not mean it's guaranteed to see that level, right? A lot of people think, like, same thing with CME gaps. I say this all the time. A lot of people will say, we have a CME gap down there. You have to fill the CME gap down there. And then, like, they just wait to fill the CME gap. But not all CME gaps get filled. A lot of them do, but not all of them, right? This is like a misconception that I think a lot of people have. It's the same thing with the liquidation levels. Like, guys, look at all that liquidity down there. We have to go get that. Not necessarily, right? But if we do get a move down there, right, and you do have some other hot spots of liquidity, again, I mean, coming around those very, very, very close to the levels that we just talked about, right, $50,000, you do have a little hot spot of liquidity sitting right there. I know it's hard to see with these tags on, but you can see, right, $50,000, you have a little bit of liquidity, and then that next level, right, which is 44K, pull up the heat map, right, 46 right here, more closer to 41K, so 44K is not as confluent. But then again, it makes a lot of sense, right? Point of control of this macro range at 34, 35K is like literally like an insane amount of liquidity. So if we did work our way down there, you want to remember you have a ton of liquidity down here. Maybe you go for the golden pocket, right? And again, this is like in the case of like, the world is ending type scenario, right? Maybe you get a bounce off the golden pocket and then you kind of play around and then bing bong, you get a little panic wick, a little panic liquidation wick, right? Stopping out all those long positions that have been FOMO entered on the way up, right? We know, we see the liquidity, right? We're not just guessing. We can see those estimated liquidation levels sitting in this area, right? So there's a lot of liquidity left behind on all these FOMO longs, apparently a lot of them at 50K. So maybe you bounce around, get a nice liquidation wick, taking out that POC, aka that cluster of liquidations, wrecking all the longs, very similar to what happened right here. Right now, I don't know what the liquidation heat map looked like here. I don't believe we can go back that far, unfortunately, on at least on high block. But maybe this level, maybe all the what do you call it? Maybe all that liquidity was sitting around 6 to 7K. And then we came down to the golden pocket, bounced, and then boom, massive liquidations. And then you hold that fib level. And then after all the longs are wrecked, you get a bigger move to the upside. And that's when your bull market starts. So again, it's so hard for me to come up here and talk about this stuff because, a lot of people are just going to see this as me saying I'm super bearish on Bitcoin. I think we're going to 35K. And that is like literally not what I'm saying. But I just want everyone to open their eyes to like anything happening. And I think like this little dump, right? Like I think it makes people think like, oh my God, wait, we can pull back. I forgot that Bitcoin goes down. So I do just want to like remind everybody that, the euphoria right now is insane. And you can imagine the euphoria in this run up as well. Right? Massive pump. Everybody's bullish. No one would have ever guessed that we were going to rip all the way back down to $3,800 when we almost ramped up almost to $14,000, right? And then it's like, if you were looking at this live and, if you were to look at this live, right? You're just like, oh my God, this thing is absolutely exploding. Oh my God, Bitcoin is unstoppable. Oh my God, it's never going to stop. We're at 14K almost, right? And at this point, you're thinking, like, picture somebody calling for the 3,000s in this area. Like, they'd be like, there's no way in the world that we can get all the way back down there, right? But that is just emotions, right? Like you for sure can come down there, right? The chart doesn't care about how bullish you feel. So I did just want to kind of cover that with all the euphoria, with all the meme coins going crazy. And if maybe this time is different, right? Maybe this time is different. Maybe the meme coins just stay bullish for months and months and months. And maybe the altcoins just go, 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 go. Definitely possible. But we cover that kind of scenario every day. And with this little dump, I just did want to cover a little bit more of the bearish scenario. And I love, shout out to whoever, I forgot who said, it was BTBP, Bitaba. Thank you for bringing that up, right? Because the liquidation heat map lines up with that absolutely perfect. So again, doesn't mean you're guaranteed to come take that liquidity, but it is down there. Shout out to Adil. Thank you for that super chat. I know I missed a couple of super chats. I will come back to them. He says, I'm grateful for finding you, Frankie. Past 2 years have taught me so much. You don't know how much you mean to me. You don't know how much you mean to us all. Bing Bong University has kept us safe. Shout out to Adil. Yes, absolutely. Like, guys, I will never come up here and pump some garbage meme coin. I'm never going to come up here and tell you that I think price is going to 100K if I don't genuinely see information or data that backs that up. And I might tell you guys, like, I think Bitcoin's going to 100K, but that's just my opinion, right? And I'll tell you that's my opinion. I'm never going to give you guys fake information. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time, but you can bet your bottom dollar that all of my analysis is based off information. It's not emotion. It's not what I think will help the channel do better, right? I'm not going to just make bullish thumbnails every day because everybody wants the price to go up and I'll get more views. It's not beneficial to you guys. And the point of this channel is to help you make money, actually, right? Not make you pretend I'm helping you make money and really I'm just like fleecing my audience for premium Discord signups or indicator signups or whatever. I only promote indicators that I actually use and make money with, right? I only promote my Discord to people who are ready to level up their trading. I don't shill my premium Discord. A lot of times when someone asks me, hey, can I learn to go from zero to hero in your premium Discord? I actually push them away from it. I say, start in the free Discord. Start on the YouTube channel. There's tons of free information because if you get into my premium Discord and you're starting from zero, there's going to be a learning curve. You're gonna feel like you're lost a little bit. And my goal is not to just grab your money for the month, right? My goal is to make sure the Discord's going to be as useful as possible for you. So shout out to Adil. I appreciate those kind words, brother. Let's continue on here. Let's see. Shout out to Wig589. I don't even know what that means. He says, quit being a downer, Frankie. I need more friends to describe my bowel movements to. Shout out to Wick. I mean, feel free. Hit me up on Discord, bro. I'm open ear. But anyway, let's continue on here. Bada boom, bada bing. Everybody smile. Said, say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Smash that like button, guys. Don't forget, we're giving away 0.02 Bitcoin at the end of the stream today. And real quick, just so you guys know, let's see. Frankie, have you ever heard of Alchemy Pay? Yes, I have heard of Alchemy Pay. Let's see. liquidity above 72K? Yes. Shout out to Nizam. Yes, we do still have some liquidity above 72K. Absolutely. You can see right here between about above the previous highs. Let me come down to a little bit of a lower time frame here. Above the previous highs, you can see we do have some local liquidity sitting above these wicks between, I would call it about, 74K all the way up to about 75K, right? And that was our next kind of target to the upside if we did break these highs again and go scoop that before getting the move to the downside. But we decided to get the move to the downside first. But yes, we do still have that liquidity up there. So if we do creep up, just understand you have this liquidity up here. So maybe a place where you would be looking for price to tap into these liquidations and then get a spike to the upside. But you got to be careful because oftentimes when you have this liquidity, you'll get that spike to the upside before a quick move to the downside. So keep that in mind. Very similar to what happened here, right? You had all this liquidity sitting up here, price wicked up, scooped that liquidity, and then insta-dumped, right? So keep that, make sure you know that's, just make sure you know that's there. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Hey, shout out to Anil. Shout out to you, brother. He says, Frankie, love from India. Great energy you have, and great insights, buddy. Absolutely, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much for being here, and thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Anil. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I'm butchering it. Yeah, shout out to Crypto. Crypto Sniper says, I think you're right, but I'm hoping maybe it dumps in a later day. And that's definitely possible, right? That's definitely possible. Nobody knows exactly where this thing is going to go. And that's why I chose to focus my energy and time on being a trader, because I don't have to worry about a bull market, bear market, right? Because again, back to the bear market of 2022, which is weird. I'm used to looking back at the bear market of 2018. Now it's like bear market of 2022. Like this is the new bear market that we're going to refer to, which is weird. We have like a new bear market bottom. That's wild. We've come such a long way, like on this channel. Like we started all the way back here, and like we've gone through a whole bear market, a whole new all-time high. Unbelievable. It's super cool. But we get a big dump into a bear market. Like this is essentially a parabolic bull run for us because we can make money shorting. Right? That's why I love being a trader. So like we did this the other day. Like you just invert the chart, right? And these like giant bear markets are basically just more parabolic bull runs, right? So if you know how to short, which we do on this channel all the time, there's money in either direction. I don't care if we dump from here. I'm holding my long-term bags for the future, years from now. I don't worry about them. If we dump, I'll buy more on spot, right? While cashing in on the dumps to the downside. It's super cool. Once I found out, like a million years ago, I don't even remember when, but like learning that you can make money when stocks or crypto goes down was like the light bulb in my head. I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is the coolest thing ever. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on and take a look. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to Dave Digital said, exclamation mark merch. Shout out. We are wearing the merch here, guys. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've talked about this. We are trying to get our merch back up and running. As you guys know, we went through a lot of changes, and we're trying to get everything back up and running. The merch is temporarily unavailable, except for the hats. We do still offer the hats. We had to keep the hats going, but we actually just had 150 hats destroyed in inventory because of a company that we used to try to help us with the stuff, but it's just our merch luck is bad. Like, we just send it out to a professional company, and they just destroyed 150 of our hats. So, yeah, I don't know. So once we figure that out, the hats are actually also temporarily unavailable. But, yeah, he said we do not offer hats at the moment. Yeah, zero inventory, yeah. But that's fixable in the next few weeks, whereas the merch is like we got to rework a whole lot of stuff. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. That's what we're looking at on Bitcoin. That's the long term. And then, just kind of more the local. What I would expect here in the shorter term here, before we move on to the alts. Again, 90-minute red dot printing. I'll just give you the next key levels to the downside, right? Because, again, money flow's starting to come out here, right? It does, like all the things we've looked at for not all week, but the past 2 days since I've been kind of more neutral on my sentiment, right? Like I am in this long position. If it yeets back into this range and we go for highs, I will still, cash out on that position. But if we come down, I'll get stopped out at a small loss, and I will simply look for a new position at our next key level. And again, that does come around this blue box at about 62. 62.3 is kind of the level I have. It's the point of control from this local range right here. As well as a high volume node, right, which makes sense, right, because it's all analyzing the same volume, POC, but you also have this high volume node as well, and a 786 Fibonacci level running through that as well. Kind of spent a lot of time on the longer term price action, so I'm not going to like pull all that stuff, but you'll have to take my word for it. 786, point of control, high volume node, and that's going to be the next key level if we wind up losing this high volume node. And then obviously you want to keep in mind you have this value area to keep in, as context, right? So you come back down. Value area high is very likely. It's also where our 786 is, right? We just got to bounce off the golden pocket. Not impossible to go for that 786, which is, somewhat another level I'm watching, right? So I guess we could turn this blue as well. So this is getting closer to about 65K. I don't love that we have this like gap in volume down there. So this is kind of more of a cautious level of support. Maybe we come down. You could get a bounce. Maybe it could be the bounce, right? But the fact that this high volume node down here is sitting there, this is just more of an attractive level in my opinion. So there you go. Next two levels, around $65,000 and around $62,000 are the next real big levels I'd be looking at for bounces. But other than that, like even this 2 hour money flow in the red, money flow in the red, VWAP coming down. Things are a little bit unclear, right? They are definitely not just like, in my personal opinion, right? Like even the daily. This is like, we tried to print this daily green dot. We just couldn't do it. And now we got a harsh rejection. And then with those higher time frame red dots, if these confirm, likely, in my opinion, to pull back a little bit more. But right now, I'm just playing level to level, scalping the longs, and playing at level to level, right? Waiting for price to come into that trap, analyzing the price action, looking at the reactions, seeing if there's an entry, and then getting in, right? And I was talking to the premium Discord earlier today, talking about shout out to Dave Digital. I was talking to the premium Discord today, kind of saying like we're in a situation right now in the markets where me personally, it was a few days ago, long, hold them till the end of time, right, and be very conservative with the shorts. At this time, right, and at the beginning of this week, I had locked in a lot of profits on my longs, right? So I do still hold some of my longs. I am still letting them go, but at this point, for new trades that I enter, I'm in, I'm grabbing my money, and I am leaving, right? I am not looking for these to it's very easy to say when you are, knocking on a previous value area low. It's very easy to hold your long from down here, which I just recently closed. I had a long here from 28K that I just closed a couple days ago, like literally up here. And it's very easy for me to see a money flow crossover on the 4-day. There's like a lot of bullish signals here. And I know once we break that value area low, we're likely to get a big move through this range, which we did wind up getting, right? We just flew right through that value area. So it's very easy to hold your longs forever. And then I know that if we're in this value area, even if we get a pullback, if we're above the POC, it's likely to go to the value area high. So what am I doing on these pullbacks? I'm just looking for new long entries, which again, I'm in a long from this level too, right? So we got the long here. Broke this value area low, so I'm giga holding this long, right? Any pullback, I'm looking to long the dip in a long position from here as well. I actually am still holding this position. And then you get a big move up, right? So it's very easy to hold your longs and let them run. But at this point, right, we don't have all those new bullish signals, right? We've kind of seen the bullish signals we were watching play out already. So you kind of got to, you don't have to flip bearish, but you kind of want to like tread water here a little bit and be like, okay, like I'm not just going to keep reaching, right? You don't want to get greedy. And I'll be honest, like I missed being too greedy by like I took a lot of profits on my longs on Monday. And then we got this pullback. I'm glad I took a lot of those profits. Like I got real close. And you guys will know on the live stream, I kept saying like, guys, we keep saying 72K incoming. And then the next day we come on the live stream. We're like, well, there it is. All right. 71K income. Like everything we called just kept getting hit and hit because there were very clear signs on the chart, right? We're not at that time anymore, right? So we still have the targets to the upside, but it's not as just shut your eyes and hold the longs anymore, right? I am getting into the trades, scalp the move to the upside, grab the bag and leave. Get a short, drop down, grab a bag and leave. Because it's very unsure right now. We need more clear signals that we're definitely going down or definitely going to continue up. Right now, the signs are not there. And I would argue that the bearish signs are starting to pop up, right? Nothing too serious like screaming we're going down right this second, but they are starting to show up. It's a very difficult thing to do to read the markets, guys. It's never going to be like, that's why buy-sell signals don't work, right? There's never going to be sell here, and then that's the top, and then buy here, that's the bottom. Like, if it was that easy, nobody would have a job. Everyone would just code a bot to trade based off a buy and sell indicator, right? I talk about this all the time. It's always this wish-washy thing, right? Oh, we have bear signs appearing, but the market's very bullish, so we can't really take them too seriously. This is trading. This is trying to predict a market. It is unsure, right? And if you're out there and you hear anybody, right? And I'm not talking about anybody specific. I'm just saying, I know this because I'm on the internet too. I'm on TikTok, right? Like, you have a lot of people out there that are just saying things and they just have no clue what's going on. And these people just are not interested in giving good information. They're interested in the attention they can get and the money they can make off the products they sell, right? Which, I mean, good on them, businessmen, right? But they don't have their best interest at heart for their audience, right? So, this is the markets. It's not easy. It's very difficult. But I try to simplify my sentiment, right? Because I've been doing this for a while successfully. And I like to try to compile my sentiment. And we get it right a lot more than we get it wrong, right? We do get it wrong once in a while, though. But, it's impossible to be right 100% of the time. When you hear somebody say, guys, Solana will go to $500 this bull run. Huge red flag. Like, what? Like, you're just saying it's going to $500? That makes no sense whatsoever. These are people who are just guessing, right? And these are the people that get their audiences wrecked. You'll never get that on this channel. You will get, and when I call for price to go somewhere, I might say, guys, Bitcoin may be likely to go to $54,000, but it's always an if this then that statement. In order for this to happen, we have to flip this key level. We have to get above the POC. We have to retest it. We need money flow in the green. Then we can see it go up here. And sure, when we call for the levels, they almost, a lot of the time, they come in. But it's not just me going, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I think it should be worth $54,000. There's a lot of people out there doing that. And it's crazy. So with that being said, let's go ahead and, if this then that is the easiest way that I could sum up how to be a successful trader. You have to have an if this then that statement. Because if your answer to an if this then that statement is, so it could go up or down, and that annoys you, or you think that that's if you don't like that, then that's a problem that is with your a problem with your understanding of the market. Once in a blue moon, honestly, it doesn't happen. Often, but sometimes you'll get someone in here and be like, "Oh man, another TA person saying it could go up or could go down." That's them not understanding how the market works, right? Someone who actually knows what they're doing. If you meet a real trader, a real successful person who's made money in crypto without just getting lucky, someone who actually understands financial markets, they'll tell you the same thing. Go ask Jason Casper, another amazing real trader. He'll never tell you it's guaranteed to go somewhere unless he's joking, right? He's a real trader with good values, giving out good information. He's actually doing it. He will tell you, and any other real trader that you follow or know in real life will tell you nobody knows where price is going. That's the first key of being a trader. You have to accept that you don't know where price is going to go. You have if this happens, we can go up here. And if I see that happen, I will bet on it going up. And then if this happens, it could go down. And if that happens, I will bet on it going down. And you have to understand that you're going to lose sometimes as well. It's a part of the game. It's a part of doing business. So there we go, guys. If this, then that. Put it, woo, baby. Shout out to Adil. Oh, man. He said, put it on a shirt. Oh, boy. I like that. Shout out to Adil. We might have to take that. We might have to use that, bro. All right, let's continue on here. Shout out to Tony D. I got you, brother. Let me check these super chats real quick. And let's try to shout out to Adil. He said, can you go live twice a day? We do go live twice a day sometimes when crazy things happen. I was in a panic this morning, guys. Discord went down this morning, and I couldn't post in the Discord. And I was like, whew, baby, that was very frustrating, especially after seeing a move like that. But anyway, all right, let's see. Shout out to Golden. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said TGIF. Thank God it's Frankie LFG, baby. Golden, you can't be super chatting and gifting 50 memberships or 100 memberships and doing what we're about to talk about in a second. Shout out to Golden. Shooting Star setup. Yeah, shout out to Landon. We could try to take a look at that. Hold me, Candleman. Shout out to Local 11. I'm scared. Mommy, hold me. Let's see. Tony D said show giveaway. Also, extra wallets description. Yes. Guys, we have a new sponsor on the channel, and no, it's not an exchange. No, it's not an indicator. I'm going to pull up my face cam real quick while I pull up the Discord. But we are now sponsored by Extra Wallets. This is full circle for me. I've been obsessed with their wallets for so long. They're super, super cool. Link in the description down below. We're now sponsored by them. Highly recommend them, guys. They're the coolest wallets ever. Go check them out. Too funny. When Tony D he goes, you're not going to believe this next sponsor that we got, bro. You're going to be so pumped. And I'm like, thinking like, who is it? And I couldn't believe it was Extra Wallets. The last, not even crypto related. Physical wallets, guys, not crypto wallets. Physical leather wallets. But yeah, it's super nice and super cool. But let's see here. Okay. So, guys, Tony D, please just spam the chat if I'm butchering this. So, as you guys know, we're giving away 0.02 Bitcoin today in just a few minutes here. If you want to win that Bitcoin and you entered, now don't worry if you did not get into this giveaway, guys. There is going to be another 0.02 Bitcoin given away. So if you didn't get in here, it's okay. Don't panic. You're going to have another chance to win 0.02 Bitcoin. But this giveaway closed on Thursday. We've been talking about this all week. Last chance to enter was on Thursday. If you did everything you needed to do to get into the dining room, everyone has been accepted in. There's a lot of things that go on in the back end. Everybody has been accepted into. Everyone who applied or whatever got accepted in. So if you did that and you want to enter to win, just come to the giveaway section and click on participate. That's all you need to do. If you come here and you cannot click the participate button or it doesn't work, it means that you probably weren't here for the earlier stream and you didn't know how to enter. But again, it's totally fine because shout out to Golden. Oh, wait, hang on, guys. I'm not showing my screen. I apologize. This is so hard. I'm going to hide my camera real quick. And let me hide this as well. So you guys can see, come to the Discord, free Discord, go to giveaways and click participate. Free Discord, Mafia community, giveaways, click participate. If it doesn't let you do it, again, it's probably just because you didn't hear about the giveaway and the entries closed yesterday, so you won't be able to enter. But shout out to Golden. Yeah, shout out to Tony D. Thank you. Shout out to Golden. Golden decided he wants to give away 0.02 Bitcoin to the Mafia. You guys can't see me. I'm doing like mind blown hand gestures here. So shout out to Golden. He wants to give away 0.02 Bitcoin, but he wants to do it in the free Discord. So Tony D, just let me know in the chat. Is that open? I actually didn't. I texted you about that, but I didn't see the answer yet. Just let me know if that is open. Tony D will let you know how to get into that. If not, we'll announce that on Monday. We'll talk a little bit more in detail. So if you missed this one, don't worry. You have another chance to win. You don't have to do anything. You just have to go to the Discord and probably click participate. So don't freak out, and you'll have all next week to enter that one. But for today, we're going to be giving away that 0.02 Bitcoin. So if you did everything you needed to do to get in the dining room, come here. You should be able to click that participate button now. Tony D said, no, you could still participate, but it's closing at 7 p.m. Too late to enter the dining room, though. Golden's giveaway will be live right after tonight's. Yeah, if you have not gotten into the dining room, you just come here. If you click participate and you can't get in, it means that you didn't see the earlier live streams, and then you just get in on the one next week. That's the beauty of having a community member like Golden, just willing to give away a ton of Bitcoin to the community. Not even his community. It's just a community he loves. So shout out to Golden. There you go. Let's see. How do you join the Discord? Shout out to, I think it says Monkey. It looks like Manaki. But shout out to you, bro. To get into the free Discord, just click the link in the description down below. Oh, no, there you go. Rob the Crypto Snob just dropped the, Rob the Crypto Snob just dropped the link in the chat. Tyler Durden says BTC winner will need to submit social security number and blood samples to claim. He's kidding, guys. He's kidding. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. So, Tony, yeah. So, again, you have to be in the live stream to win the 0.02 Bitcoin. And you have until 7 p.m. If you did get into the dining room before yesterday, you have until 7 p.m. to come here and click participate. And again, if you have trouble clicking participate, you'll just get into the giveaway next week, starting Monday. All right. So, with that being said, until about 7, let's continue on taking a look at these altcoins real quick. I'm not going to take requests today. I'm just going to kind of go over, I'm going to do kind of speed run on some of these alts. And let's take a look. All right, last little check-in on the Bitcoin. Bitcoin just kind of meandering around, right? Just kind of checking on that. But let's take a look at Ethereum here. Now, Ethereum in a pretty similar situation as Bitcoin, right? We were trading within this little value area. We dumped down, lost the range, came back up, tested this weekly naked point of control as resistance, and then we got the push back to the downside. And I would say we are pretty at danger of losing this range, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to get rid of this golden pocket. Yeah, value area low sitting right about here. And, yeah, kind of hard to say, to be quite honest with you, because there's two ranges here, right? We have the bigger range, value area low, POC value area high, right? And then you have this more local range, right? And this ETH chart is kind of messy, but let me just go ahead and hide all this. Bada boom. You also have this somewhat of a local range that you could be looking at, where we have also lost, right? We've lost this range, obviously. But, you know, locally, this is your kind of key level of resistance. We've already broken down bearish retest, bearish retest. This is oftentimes a sign that you are going to decisively get, you know, accepted outside the range. But if you get above that value area low, sitting at about 37.79, you could expect to move to the POC. You could expect to move to the value area high. And those are the local levels, to be quite honest with you. Now, I would... Yeah, that's kind of what I'd be looking at, to be quite honest with you guys. And then, you know, for more context on the higher time frames, I would be zooming out, looking at this grander, kind of grander volume profile, right? So if we wind up getting back above this value area low, could bounce up to the value area high, and then at that point, if we break out, you're looking to flip that macro POC to support, and you could look for a move up to about 43.95. Now, moving to the lower prices, what I would be looking at, I'm going to pull this Fibonacci retracement. And yeah, I mean, let me just make sure I'm at the actual high here. Come on. Gonna have to do it manually. So yeah, we actually front ran this golden pocket, which is quite interesting if I'm being honest. All right, let's see. Shout out to Crypto Dreamer. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, Frankie, can you look at ZBEC protocol? Thanks, bro. Shout out to Crypto Dreamer. I could try to take a look at that for sure. But yeah, this is, if we continue down, two key levels I would be looking at are definitely going to be this golden pocket at about, between about, you know, $3,550 all the way down to about $3,500. And then your 786 is sitting down here at $33.96. So those are kind of the next key levels. I mean, kind of sketchy, to be quite honest with you guys, because ETH has just been going up in a straight line, right? So this is kind of dangerous because there's not much structural support below. So, you know, if you pull up your VPVR and you look at where all the volume is being traded, sure, you have a high volume node here. I mean, even if we just zoom in on the more on just the trend here. There we go. I mean, you do have, I mean, I guess you do have like significant levels within. However, you know, in the grand scheme of things, like your next big area of consolidation is sitting all the way down here. So because of that, I would, you know, be kind of cautious of like, you know, you do have a bit of support at about 3K, right? 2960. You have a high volume node, POC of this little cluster of consolidation. So you could definitely look at that as a level. But for the most part, right, like pretty big gap all the way down to this previous value area high, sitting at about 2390. So I'm not saying we're going down there, but, you know, things could get crazy if you start breaking down here because there's not much below us. So just keep that in mind. I'm not calling for, like, crazy downside like that per se. But, you know, next key levels to the downside, in my opinion, 786. We've already kind of gotten a bounce off this high volume node. So, yeah, I mean, really, like, around 3,000 to 2,900 is going to be like super, super big levels of support if we get a bigger move down. Locally, I mean, maybe, you know, if it's not going to play out super bearishly, maybe we just come, get a bounce off the golden pocket, get accepted back into the range, and continue up. If not, maybe we come down to the 786. And then in hindsight, it'll just look like a failed auction of this range, right? We came out of the range, deviated. If you have bullish confirmations at the 786, you could look for continuation back into the range and to higher prices. But once you start losing the 786, that's where you're probably going to come down lower. And the reason I'm not marking out this 3250 level is because we've already tapped it. Doesn't make it invalid, but I would just really like a bigger move down to 3K. Like, this is a saucier level than this, in my opinion. Yeah, especially if you lose the 786. So I would say probably pretty high probability of a bounce here. Not saying it would definitely go to higher highs, but definitely a strong chance of a reaction here. We lose the 786. Obviously, watch this as a level, 3250, 3240. But in my opinion, at that point, I would much rather move down to this $3,000 level, just a much bigger level of resistance or support. And I would love, I would absolutely love if we can get some confluence here with some naked points of control. Turn on that VRVP or VPVR. At 2,500. Let me pull up the weekly real quick. Bada boom. Let's see here. Yeah, 3K. I mean, you have the weekly naked there too. This is a much more confluent level, in my opinion, than the other ones, right? So not only is it just, sure, you get a bounce here. If you lose that 786, sure, you can watch this level. But again, this is the much saucier level. Higher volume node and a weekly naked point of control, like much, much saucier. Again, not saying we're guaranteed to come down there, but if things gets, it's very quick. When things get ugly, right? And then everybody's panicking like, oh my God, where are we looking? Where's the support? Where's the support, right? So why not be prepared for that super saucy level? All right, let's see. Let's take a look at Alchemy Pay. Let's see. KuCoin. Let's take a look here. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, this is actually kind of nice. So let me grab this. Range real quick. This is actually pretty nice. Let me just make sure I am pulled to where I want to be pulled. That looks pretty good. All right, so you got this previous value area, right, where you have your high, your POC, and your low. And we'll come over to our current price action. As you can see, flip that value area low to support, went to the POC, flipped it to support, and now we're getting a breakout. Not too shabby. Red dot printing on the 16-hour. So you guys know what we want to do at this point. We want to go ahead and shout out to Amira. Hopefully I said that right. It says new leg up before the real pullback, potentially. Definitely a possibility. Like I said, not necessarily calling for that doomsday scenario that we just went over. But just getting everybody ready, right? You never know. You wake up one day, things are crazy. Those levels seem useless until you get a Black Swan event and price mega dumps and no one expects it. Everyone thinks it's going up forever. You get the mega dump and then you're like, oh my God, thank God I had that line on my chart. But yeah, no, definitely possible. And we have those higher targets as well. But red dot printing on the 16-hour, what does this mean, guys? We want to go down to that 1 hour time frame, check that money flow, which is technically trending to the downside. We're coming up locally here, so it's not necessarily the most bearish signal ever. Green dot on your 4 hour or VWAP on your 4 hour coming up, looking for a potential green dot. Not going to lie, a local price action up here would be kind of difficult to call. 1 hour green dot printing, 15-minute money flow on its way up. Interesting. Yeah, so what I would really be looking for here is your key levels of support, in my own personal opinion, like most saucy level. Locally, value area high, golden pocket confluence at 0.04. 786 sitting at 0.040. But really, the POC of this range. Remember what we just said, right, when we were looking at Bitcoin. A lot of times, if you are going to continue higher, now this is dependent on if we continue higher. A lot of times you'll break out of a range, and then you'll dip back in, test that POC before the next big move up, right? So that makes this level key, in my opinion. Golden pocket, POC confluence of that local range. I see Tiara's in the chat. There she is. Shout out to Hannah King in the chat. I don't know what I'm about to do with this sound here. I don't know what this is going to do. But shout out to Hannah King in the chat. Princess of the CandleMafia. I don't know what the sound effect's going to be, but we're going to do it. Shout out to Hannah King. You get a cash register. Let's go. All right, let's see. Crypto Killer Whale said, I make brownies that make people fall out of their chairs. They must be double chocolate chip. Shout out to Crypto Killer Whale. Let's go. Good to see you, bro. All right, let's see. Goblin Town. Let's go. And Eric Bonici checking in. What is going on, brother? But let's take a look here. So, yeah, that's what I'd be looking at to the downside if you get a move down. Those are the key levels. And then, if you lose the golden pocket 786, you're in the context of a volume profile. Very, very nice. You know that your key support is going to be here at the value area low. And there you go. That's kind of what I would look for on Alchemy Pay, to be quite honest with you. So there you go. Oh, shout out to Golden gifting another 20 Frankie Candles memberships. Insane, Golden. You're insane, bro. How do you do it? Shout out to Golden. Drop those emojis in the chat. This man has given away, I'm sure we could probably look it up, thousands of memberships. Shout out to Golden, bro. You make this community the most green community in the world. Shout out to Golden. Unbelievable, bro. Let's go. The GOAT. Let's get it. And, just a quick reminder, Golden will be given away. I mean, like, Golden's giving away 0.02 Bitcoin. Like, we're doing the giveaway, but it's from Golden next week. So keep that in mind. And then, Crypto Dreamer, we're going to take a look at Zebek or Zebek. I don't know how you would say that. I think some people say Zebek. Some people say Zebek. I'm a Zebek guy. I'm not going to lie. I'm in the minority, but it's okay. But let's see here. So I don't really know anything about this project. But what we can do is just analyze the price action given to us on the chart. So on the ZBAC USDT MEXC chart, reason being is because you have a little bit more price history on this chart. We get a check to see, like Gate.io. Is that going to give us even more? Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, so we got way more. So I don't know anything about this project, so keep that in mind. It might have good tech or it might be complete garbage. I have no idea, but what I can do is tell you what the charts say. And the charts are saying fresh weekly money flow crossover would be a pretty good sign, right? You've already gotten a significant move up. Money flow crossover into the green. VWAP rolling over. Daily red dot, if I had to guess. Could be way off on that, to be honest. No. Pretty off on that. Green dot confirmed. Kind of just wiggling sideways. You're pretty overbought on the daily, right? So, if this bull run, if you want to call it a bull run, just continues parabolically going up, like the overbought situation here is not going to be not really going to be that important, right? Like you could just remain overbought for quite some time. I wish it was as easy as just like selling overbought, buying underbought, or buying oversold. But let's see. Shout out to Wick, said, Golden, you really made an impact on this community. Do you happen to donate to any charities yourself? I would assume probably. I ain't selling. Shout out to Crypto Bow Hunter. But let's see. Okay. Daily. Not really much to take away on the daily. That fresh weekly money flow crossovers, pretty nice, right? Assuming this isn't going to be a fake out, this could be very, very nice, right? Now, as far as key levels of resistance above, I can give you the key levels. Bada boom, right? So your golden pocket 786 retracement, like this is going to be a clear target, right? Like this is kind of an obvious target. So, I mean, you're on your way there. Taking a look at your naked points of control. You have a weekly in there as well. So that's a pretty clear level, right? So yeah, this golden pocket specifically is going to be pretty sauced out. This is probably going to be like a pretty sauced out level of resistance. Tony D said, at mods, check Discord DMs. Shout out to Tony D. BTC moving. Please be moving up. Is she moving up? Oh, yeah, she's moving up a little bit. Let's go. Shout out to Hannah King. Let's get it. Yeah, she's moving up a little bit. Come on, baby. Keep going. Keep going. But let's take a look here. So yeah, next target for me, like next big target would be, more specifically 0.036523 at the weekly naked point of control, understanding there's confluence with the golden pocket, and then just above you have the 786. And now to the downside, what I would look for is, as far as support, let's pull the golden pocket from the low. Whoops. Pull the golden pocket from the low to the high. I mean, hey. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, I would watch this value area high golden pocket confluence. You also have confluence with your POC 786. Bada boom. So yeah, this is kind of what I would look for in the longer term for Zebek protocol or Zebek protocol. Lower time frames, this is kind of like a no trade situation for me, right? Like this is not really tradable in my opinion. Sure, you can trade it, obviously, but this is just like there's no context. This thing's just like grinding to the upside. Yet the only like even on the lower time frames, like this is kind of a wonked out range. So yeah, I'll just give you the higher time frame analysis there, but that's what I'd be looking at. Definitely some key levels within there. Actually, you know what I'll do? I will also take a look at the daily. And look at the daily naked points of control as well. So, yeah, you have a daily MPOC right here. So you can, you could look for local support at 0.020612. And then you also have another daily within that blue box on the 786 POC confluence, adding a little bit of extra sauce. And I add some spice. You have a little bit of extra sauce. What am I doing? Take off the indicators. So a little bit more confluence there at your POC. I just wish that I knew why these volume profiles don't populate anymore. POC 786 daily naked point of control. Yeah, so these are definitely some real key levels to look at. Was there no daily naked at this golden pocket? I'll give you this one. This one as well. So these are the key levels I would be looking at on ZBEC protocol. Shout out to Ahmed. I appreciate that super chat, bro. He said your live streams make me smile every day. Shout out to Ahmed. It makes me smile every day. Thank you for that. Can we please have a look at Mover, M-O-V-R? Let's take a look. And Tony D, when everything is all ready, just give me a little bit of a chat there. Maybe some instruction potentially. Crypto Dreamer, thank you, bro. He said thanks. He said thanks, bro. I say thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. And no problem. Those are the key levels. Feel free to screenshot. I can't stop you anyway. And I wouldn't stop you. I don't know why someone would stop you. But anyway, let's continue on. And let's take a look at MOVR. Bada boom. Whoops. Bada boom. I do not know what this is. Looks kind of suspicious. I don't know why. It's just that price action looks kind of weird. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just don't know. I'm kind of doing a quick. This is Moon River. This is Oh yeah, we're good. Right? This is right? Isn't this like a gaming project? It's intended to be a companion network for Moonbeam, where it provide permanently incentivized Canary, where new code should move first. Okay, well, it's not a scam. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know, but it's not like some random meme coin. Okay, let's take a look here. Take a look at the daily. Pull up Market Cipher real quick. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I mean, the price action is, what's the market cap on this thing? 209 million. Interesting. This price action looks all wonked out. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's just looks wonky for some reason. I don't know why. All right. So let's see here. So let's see the weekly. Yeah, I mean, weekly money flow, right? Like if you're looking at long term, if this is an altcoin that you're looking to hold for the long term, weekly money flow crossovers into the green are typically a very, very good sign. Now, on top of that, you also have your weekly VWAP about to print a green dot. Your momentum wave on top of that is set up, in my opinion, in a likely bearish divergence creation formation. I made that up, but it is true, right? Weekly money flow crossover, green dot looking to print. This actually looks pretty saucy to me. If it gets a move up, oftentimes what you'll see is a higher high on your price action created to put in a lower high on your momentum wave, giving you a weekly bear div for the real pullback. So I do think there's a chance this could pop up, right? Assuming that your green dot prints and confirms. It can't just print. It has to confirm as well. So for that reason, I would that actually doesn't look too bad to me. However, your daily red dot is printing, so locally you could come down a little bit. I would pull a range on this, but it's very tight, right? Like, I mean, I guess you could take these levels. They're just, it's not the sauciest range I've ever seen. It's like it's kind of like unreliable, right? You deviate from the low, you go to the POC, don't make it to the high. Deviate the low. No, actually it is. I mean, hey, how dare I? Never mind. How dare I speak against the volume profiles? Like, even when I think they don't work, they do, right? Like, you go from the low, deviate, right? You're expecting to go to the POC and then the high. You only made it to the POC a little bit beyond, but then you deviate from the low, go to the POC, back to the high, back to the low, back to the high, back to the low, back to the high. Never mind. It's reliable. It just looks wonky right here. But anyway, you could take this as your key levels locally, right? More specifically, I would keep an extra eye. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you've already gotten your 786 retracement. Green dot printing on your 4-hour. 15-minute money flow not crossing into the green, so there's no real confluence there. It does look a little choppy. I mean, yeah, this is just 45-minute money flow coming up pretty nicely. Nice little trend to the upside there. Let's check the 16-hour green dot. Not there. So you don't really have a lot of confluence for like for a likely move up. So what I would do here personally is I would kind of be just like looking at this as a local range, right? As long as you remain above this value area low, you would expect to go to the POC and then the value area high. You get a bigger drop to the downside. To be quite honest with you, there's not much below, right? You do have these little spikes in volume. So sure, you could look for a little bit of support there. You can look for a little bit of support here, right? But for the most part, your next real key level is at the point of control of this range, or just this high volume node right here. Same thing for the most part. Sitting at about 669, 670, right? That's going to be your next high volume node. Actually, I would call it 680. So there you go. Key level at 680, key level at 1160. Not a key level. Key level at 680, minor levels at 1160 and 1481, and then you just have your local range sitting right here, right? And I would just use that as context. Now, let's zoom out a little bit. If you do continue to the upside, let me find you a likely major target to the upside. I'll give you one right here. Monthly naked point of control. Bada boom. At 59.27. I'm not guaranteeing you get right up there, but if you get a big breakout and if that weekly green dot is going to print and it is going to give you a big move up like you would expect, that could be a target, right? Like maybe you get the weekly green dot to print, money flow crosses over into the green. That would be the next target in my opinion. So there you go. There is Moon River, or Mover, as I like to call it. All right, let's continue on. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Shout out to George Marin. Let me see. Tony D Super Chat. Only you can see the giveaway channel now. Whenever you're ready, you can pull it up to reveal the winner. Okay, thank you, Tony D. I appreciate you, bro. The winner. Wait, so the winner got pulled? You know who the winner is? Don't say it. But Tony, you know who the winner is? Let me know. George Marin, what is going on, brother? Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate you, brother. He says, can we take a look at, what is that? Solana? What is Solana? Solana? I've never heard of that one. Yeah, I don't know what the heck this thing is. Anyway, it's weird. Must have done I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I mean, hey, guys, the volume profiles do not lie. I don't know why I'm rushing now, but let's take a look at the daily, right? Simply looking for the fills of these range. Fill the range, right? Go back down to the low, expect to fill the range, come back down, breakout, look to get above this value area low, and then you're looking for the range fill. Now, guys, it was not that long ago. Solana's at $182, guys. Not that long ago. Again, not because I'm the best trader, not because I'm the best analyst, not because I know everything no one else knows, not because I'm special. You can do this too, and I teach you every day for free. We were sitting down here not too long ago, right? Looking for a flip at this level to support, to then anticipate the range fill up to a potential $200 Solana. And I even said, right, lower down here, I was talking about how, I don't know, guys, I feel crazy calling for these higher prices. But if we get above that value area low, you bet your bottom dollar it is more likely than not that you are going to get a move up to that value area high. Now, it doesn't guarantee we hit this level. We could top out here and nuke to zero. Who knows, right? But due to the analysis, this is what we were looking for. And look how cleanly it flies through this value area. This is why I use this on the channel, and I am so passionate about teaching this because it plays out time and time and time again. And it gets me excited. I'm literally passionate about this because, like, don't get me wrong, guys. There is not a dang thing in trading. I talked about this in the premium Discord today. There's no breakthrough moment that you have in trading for the most part, right? For me, that never happened. I didn't like the breakthrough moment for me was getting my psychology, my risk management, and my greed under control, right? But what a lot of people think is they wait for that. They're looking for the shortcut. They're looking for the breakthrough. Like, oh, I just haven't found the indicator that works for me yet. Or I haven't found the buy and sell indicator. Or I haven't found the signals group that is accurate. Or I just have to wait until I have more money to put in. There's no quick fix to becoming a profitable trader. The only way to become a profitable trader is to not give up. It's a long, slow road of learning. And because you're fighting your own brain and your own discipline and your own emotions, it's a very difficult battle, and it's easier for some people than others. But it's a very difficult thing to get under control because you have to make the mistakes. You have to get in there, feel the emotion, understand how unpredictable the market is, and get wrecked, right? Obviously, not with your whole bank account, right? You want to put an amount of money that you're willing to lose when you're learning. We call it market tuition. You pay 50, 100 grand to go to college, right? To go work at a job, but a lot of people aren't willing to risk $50,000 to $100,000 to put it into the market to learn how these markets move and develop strategies and get their discipline in line to then be able to sit at a desk and extract money from the markets every day. It's just something that you have to do. There's no quick road. It's a slow grind. It's very hard. It's very difficult. It's very discouraging, right? But as long as you don't give up, you're likely to figure it out, right? And it's just that's where the line comes in. A lot of people don't have even the discipline, but the not persuasion, the persistence to push through that and just continue to fail and continue to lose trades, but just not give up. That's why, like, if you're really nerding out about the charts and they get you excited, that's why you have a very high chance of, like, sticking it through, right? Because for me, I'm so excited about seeing TA play out, and especially once you start understanding how to do the TA and your setups start to play out, you start to get excited, right? But just because you find out how to find setups and they start playing out, your setups, you can hit 10 out of 10 of your setups every single time. I have a 100% hit rate. You're still more likely than not going to lose money because you're going to get into the trade. It's going to go the way you think. You're going to get in profit. You're likely going to get greedy, not take profit. It's going to pull back. You're going to take your stop loss off so you don't lose the trade. It's going to go into the red, and then you're going to get liquidated, right? And then you're going to probably do it 100 more times. You're going to say to yourself, next time I'll put the stop loss. And then you're probably just going to take it off again, right? Because you're fighting the emotion. You're fighting the human condition. Discipline is extremely hard. So trading discipline specifically, right? Discipline in anything is hard. Like even if you try to discipline yourself to do something you like every day at the same time, that's still hard to do and takes work and discipline. So, when you see these volume profiles play out, it just gets me super excited. So next key level to the upside, value area high at $206. I cannot believe that we are 10% away from that. It feels like, when was this? It's like a few days ago, we were tapping on the value area low here. Shout out to anybody in this live stream that watches this live stream every day and truly pays attention, truly tries to understand these volume profiles. Because if you do, you would have probably gotten not that you're ever trading based off of what we say here. You should never do that. It's not financial advice. You'll lose all your money if you try to copy trade. But if you took this information, went to the charts, studied it yourself, back tested it, and did your own analysis, you would have seen that there was a value area low here. And then you knew once you get above that level, you're likely to start filling that range to the upside for a pretty nice gain, right? 41% without leverage. That's nice. So 206 is still the target to the high. However, what are we hitting our head on right here is the question. And the answer to that is let's find out, right? So let's pull from the high. And then we're going to get into that giveaway. Guys, like same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum hit its macro golden pocket. We broke above it. Well, as soon as we broke above it, was a likely visit to the value area high 786. We saw it happen on Ethereum. Very likely. Not only are you looking for this move to the value area high, but you also have the 786 retracement. And now that we've broken above that golden pocket, that is going to be the next level you're looking at. So two pretty good reasons to be looking up towards that level. Not a guarantee that you get there, but if we continue up, again, if this, then that. If we go up, you can bet your bottom dollar that very likely you're going to get resistance at the next target, which is going to be $206, right? Do you see how I'm not trying to just gamble on the fact that it's going up? I know it's likely to go up, but you want to take the bets on what you know is likely to happen, right? I don't know if we're guaranteed to get up there, but what I do know is if we do get up there, this is going to be strong resistance, potentially, right? But we know it's very likely. So if we get the move up, and we come here, we know this is strong resistance. So again, here's another if this, then that. If I get bearish confirmations at this level of resistance, then I can look for a short to potentially come back down to the low of the local range. So there you go. Beautiful moves on Solana. Targets remain the same. But what are we hitting our head on here, right? Not the golden pocket. We just flipped the golden pocket to support. Do we have any naked points of control up here? Let's see. We're going to have to pull it back just a little bit. We're looking just above the value. Well, $191. We have a daily naked point of control. Do we have a weekly naked over here? No. Do we have a monthly naked over here? No. All right, so kind of hard to call what we're banging our head on right here. But, yeah, I would be looking up towards 206 if we continue to the upside. Is it likely? Very hard to say. I mean, you got a pretty bullish hammer. You got a pretty bullish candle here, to be honest with you. Come on, Solana. Just pop up and touch it right now. Do it. You won't do it. Come on. Come on. Do it for the vine, bro. Come on. Do it. What? Oh, Mrs. Candles just yelled, I ain't gonna do it. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Mrs. Candles, I didn't know you were old enough to remember Vine. That was weird. Why'd I say? Oh, it is true. Were you around for Vine, Mrs. Candles? Oh, yeah, I was right. She wasn't. Shout out to Mrs. Candles, guys. She's in her 20s. Don't worry. But anyway, let's continue on. There we go. Shout out to Golden. Said stop sign. Let's see. Okay, reveal. Shout out to Tony D. Let's go ahead and reveal this winner, guys. Let's give away that 0.02 Bitcoin. And let's just get the giveaways going here, right? Because that Solana's probably going to be the last one that we look at as we got to get these giveaways dished out. So, should we do the regular giveaways first, Tony? Let me know. I'm going to peep to see who won. Mrs. Candle said, can I help? No, I thought you quit your job. I thought you quit. No, you were not fired. Mrs. Candles, don't put this on the company. Let's see. Oh, we got applesauce in the chat. I'm sorry, not applesauce, Mott's. We got Mott's in the chat. What is going on, brother? Let's see. Let's see. Do BTC first so I can get the other one set up. Okay, shout out to Tony D. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal this. I'm going to reveal this first. Let me see. Okay, who is it? All right, so you have to be in live chat to get the giveaway, right? So I'm going to call this winner, and you have, we'll say 3 minutes, because I mean, I'm just trying to make sure you don't get delayed on the live, right? So there's definitely not a 3-minute delay. It's like a 5-second delay. So you have 3 minutes to claim your prize. If you are, big reveal for 0.02 Bitcoin. Mrs. Candle's trying to do a drum roll. It is. Oh no, it's covered. It's covered. Hang on. Where is it? Hang on. This is hilarious. The Salty Bitcoin, the winner of the giveaway. Congratulations. Prize is 0.02 Bitcoin. I don't know why I read that. He said, Tony D said, I will be posting another giveaway below that, sponsored by Golden. You guys have a week to enter. So, yeah, if you guys are not entered or if you guys weren't able to enter this one, you will be entered. Oh, there you go. So, everybody right now, so shout out to the Salty Biscuit. Reach out to @Tony or @Tyler or any of the mods in the Discord right now. You have 3 minutes to claim your prize or we draw another winner. Or spam your name in chat as well if you try to get our attention. And I'm gonna lean on the mods to make sure that we don't miss ya. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Anon said LFG. Congrats. Let's go. Shout out to the Salty Bitcoin. But yeah, anybody who wants to join the this giveaway, just come in to the giveaway section of the free Discord and click participate. Just come in and click participate. That's all you got to do. This one is from Golden. Oh, there we go. We got the Golden emoji. Let's go. So shout out to Golden, guys. Show Golden some love in the chat because 0.02 Bitcoin wasn't enough. Golden wanted to make it 0.04. Let's go. Salty Bitcoin is here. He claimed. Shout out to the Salty Bitcoin. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Congratulations on your 0.02 Bitcoin, which is right now worth, I think, about $1,200. So shout out to you, bro. This is the biggest Bitcoin giveaway technically that we've ever given. This does compete with our other biggest giveaway. But shout out to Chenzi says rigged. But yeah, this is technically our biggest giveaway, I believe, yet. Not even combining the two. So shout out to the Salty Bitcoin. Now you got even more salt on or more Bitcoin with your salt. So shout out to you, bro. Congratulations. And yeah, shout out to you, bro. Let's go. And everybody come into the Discord and react to this. Let's see how many crazy reactions we can get. How fast can we get reactions on here? And click participate to get into the giveaway, by the way. And for this one, guys, by the way, all you have to do, you don't have to get into the dining room or anything. All you have to do is click participate. The reason we're doing this is because a lot of people had trouble getting into the dining room, but a lot of people didn't have trouble getting into the dining room. So it's like we couldn't rug everybody on who were able to get in and did everything they needed to get the giveaway. So we couldn't rug them, but we didn't want to have anyone left out in the Mafia. And Golden didn't want that. So Golden was like, I'll just give a little bit of extra Bitcoin and we'll just make it super, super easy to join. So just jump on in here and click participate. And yeah, let's go. Can I participate? Oh, man. Aw. Oh, I am. I'm now participating in the giveaway, guys. Let's go. Tony D, work it into the back end and give me 100 entries. Anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. But there you go. Someone said I can't see it. If you just come into Mafia Community, go down to giveaways, and it should be right there. And I'm going to react to all these. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're coming in fast. They're coming in fast. They're coming in fast. Ah! Sorry, guys. That was my goat noise. Ah! Shout out to the goats out there. Ah! Anyway, let's continue on here. Well, let's see. Also unable to see it. It won't allow me. If you cannot see it, restart Discord. Yeah, Discord's funky, man. Discord's a weirdo. Yeah, Discord hurt my feelings this morning by not letting me post to the premium Discord. It was just like, nah, you're not going to post, pal. Not on my watch. Their servers actually went down. Wait, hold on. I didn't win? That makes absolutely 0 sense. shout out to V-Slim. Well, let's see. Also, guys, don't worry. Anyone who's having trouble right now, we're promoting this all next week. So if you watch one live stream a week even, I mean, you could. This is open all the time, but we'll talk about this more. Don't worry. You're not going to get left in the dust. You have plenty of time. But yeah, sometimes you got to restart Discord, guys. Sometimes you honestly have to pull up Task Manager and then actually end the task from your Task Manager. It's quite annoying. But this is like the easiest way to possibly do the giveaway. All right. Tony D said, okay, yeah, Tony, what are we doing for Tyler Durden says, I'll need a 10% processing fee. Yo, shout out to Tyler Durden and a blood sample. But let's go ahead and yo, these reactions are hilarious. Let's go ahead and do the other giveaways. Mark Dutch, thank you for the super chat. Said, wait, what? V-Slim didn't win this time? Shout out to V-Slim. V-Slim figured out a way to rig all the giveaways. I don't know how. Salty Bitcoin says, yeah, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, God, chat's moving too fast. He said, I never win. So this is awesome. Thank you, Frankie. Shout out to the Salty. Why am I saying the Salty Bitcoin? Why am I saying Salty Bitcoin? Wait, how come everybody's not, maybe you guys were. Why is nobody freaking out that I've been saying the Salty Bitcoin? Yo, the Salty Biscuit. That's not even close to Bitcoin, other than the B and the I. Yo, that is hilarious. Dave Digital, I expected you to catch that, brother. Maybe you did. It's really hard to catch a lot of the chats. Okay. Yo, Tony D said I'm crying. Yeah, Tony, yeah, that's really funny. That's Salty Platoon. Yo. Cause I like the way it sounds. Yo, shout out to the Salty Biscuit. Yeah, Salty Bitcoin's kind of lit, bro. You just win a bunch of Bitcoin, so you might have to change it now. Shout out to you, bro. That's hilarious. I don't know why I said that. Shout out to Walking Dead X said, Frankie, no questions, no alt requests, just a thank you for what you do, brother. Shout out to Walking Dead X. I appreciate that so much, bro. Thank you. Yo, maybe a Band-Aid. What's up, bro? He says, quit letting your salt over the dump affect the way you treat yourself. Yo, shout out to maybe a Band-Aid. Let's go. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah. So now we're going to do the regular Cardano giveaway that we do every single week here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. So all you guys got to do is click the link that is about to be pinned to the top of the chat. There you go. If you click the link that Tyler Durden just posted, you could click that link, like, and comment on the video. I highly recommend you go back and watch it. It's a great video. But we can't track that. So technically, you just got to go there, click the like button, and then go ahead and be a subscriber to the channel and leave a comment. And we will be able to send you some free Cardano. But let me go ahead and pull up the where is it? There we go. Bada boom. The winner picker. Pickawinner.com, baby. Pickawinner.com. You got to be careful when you're typing that in, because if you misspell the word winner, you might pull up some weird websites. Pickawinner.com. That would be weird. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Yo. All right. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. Let's pull up that video. Bada boom. You're going to hear. Oh, there we go. It is the seller millionaire video. You guys should definitely go check that out. But let me go ahead. I'll give you guys 30 seconds to go drop a like and a comment on that video. Last minute entries. I will refresh the page and then grab the link so we can get some last minute entries for you guys. Let's see. Shout out to 12 Big. Said too much mistyping. Pickawinner.com. Let's see. All right. Let's bada boom, bada bing. BTC keeps looking bullish, then bearish, then bullish, then bearish. Yeah, I know. It's like I said, I was talking to the premium Discord earlier, guys. It is a choppy market right now. Be careful. Take your money and run. Take your money and run. Right? I should have taken my money and run up here, but I didn't. Right? So now I'm back down here. I'm still in the green, but just not as much as I was. Right? I should have taken my money, got out. But anyway, very small trade. Right? Not worried about that. All right, let's see. Just like Frankie's camera, bearish. Okay. So let's go ahead. I will go ahead and refresh this. And I'm going to grab that link. So we should have everybody in here now. And let's go ahead and pull up the comment picker. Where are we? We got 16 browsers open. Tony D, I might not be running Chrome. Oh, wait, I am running Chrome. I'm running Chrome, Brave, and Edge. Tony D is probably having a seizure right now. All right, so let's go ahead. And Tyler Durden, let's see. If you could just let me know what we got. What are we doing? Like how many of the giveaways, etc. Tyler Durden knows. He probably already said it. It probably just flew up in chat. Okay. 10. All right, so we got 10 winners, 10 bags of ADA that were given away, and Mrs. Candle said she wanted her job back, and then she just quit again. She was just here. She clocked in, and then she just left mid-shift. Unbelievable, Mrs. Candles. Yeah, shout out to Golden. I was waiting for somebody to say this. Yo, Golden, you just... He said, Frankie, Edge, you're fired. Shout out to Golden. In my defense, let me pull up my camera here. In my defense, Golden, I will say this. I have no choice. For some reason, I got kicked off the YouTube channel on Chrome, and I can't figure out how to get back on it. Every time I log in on Chrome, it just logs me out again. So I just use Edge, because it's the only browser that lets me stay logged in. It's just easier. But yes, I feel I feel lesser than for using Edge. I'm not gonna lie. I'm self-conscious that I use Edge right now. But it's by force. It's by force. It's not by choice. All right. Well, shout out to Mrs. Candles. See, guys, it's hard to find good help out here. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So 10 bags of ADA. Winner number 1. Who's it gonna be? This is the most up here. But Crypto Cowboy said the halving's coming up soon, too. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Cowboy. Not to be confused with Crypto Cowpoke. Bro, we're going to give you some ADA. Let's get it. Shout out to Crypto Cowboy. Hopefully you like Cardano. If not, you could just sell it real quick. We won't get offended if you don't like our gift. You could sell it and buy something you like. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for dropping that nice comment and watching the video. Hopefully you liked it. Apparently you did. You hit that free Discord to go to the giveaway section and claim your free prize, brother. Winner number 2. Who's it going to be? Mr. Alan Wake said, quality content, Frankie. Shout out to Mr. Alan Wake. I appreciate that kind comment. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll keep them coming. And go hit the free Discord. Not only did you apparently like the content, you're also getting paid to watch it. So shout out to you, bro. Hit that free Discord and get your free bag of ADA. Go to the giveaway section. Say you just recently claimed a prize. And I think Tyler Durden is going to just give you Cardano. It's It's like kind of I always say if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. But then we're over here saying go to the Discord. We'll literally just give you money, but we actually do it. So it's like that's one case where too good to be true is not true. All right, let's see. Next winner number 3 is going to be Saymax. Shout out to you. Said, big up, Frankie. Bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. You won some free crypto. Cardano to be specific. Hit that free Discord. Claim your prize, brother. I like your, what do they call these? PFPs. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching the content. BTC on the run, baby. Go. Come on, baby. Come on. Pump it. Come on. Should we just play some music? Pump it, Bitcoin. I'm kidding. We can't do this. It's too distracting for me. Steve M says especially free help. Absolutely. Mrs. Candles charges some of the highest rates in the game. She actually doesn't request a daily, weekly, or monthly rate. She simply just asks to keep my wallet in her pocketbook. So yeah, she's she likes to call herself free help, but she is far from it. All right, let's continue on here. What are we doing? Where am I going? Here we go. All right, so shout out to Spiritual Tradie. Where's my button here? Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Says, can you do a vid on entering 1 hour SFPs on the 1 minute? Well, shout out to Spiritual Tradie. We actually do have a video on like literally exactly that. So shout out to you. Check out the just go through the Discord, the YouTube channel. We have a video on. It's probably, I don't know exactly what it's called, but we do have an SFP video. If you watch the tutorial videos, it was like one of the more recent tutorial videos. You can go ahead and watch it. It's literally a video on that. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you for the super chat, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Do you give her lunch money for school? No, Mrs. Candles has her own money, but yeah, she just likes, yeah, I don't know. I can't lie, guys. I'm very lucky with Mrs. Candles. She's very, I'll explain in a second. But shout out to, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, but we're going to call you Tack, because I like the TAQ. Shout out to Tack, says done. Well, there you go. Shout out to you. We're sending you free Cardano. Done. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for liking the video and dropping a comment. Hit that free Discord. We're going to send you some free ADA. Thanks for watching the content. Bing bong. Let's see. Golden said, women love to spend the man's money. Shout out to Golden. I will say this, guys. I had lucked out with Mrs. Candles. Mrs. Candles is, I've said this before. Mrs. Candles, what do you want for Christmas? And she literally just like texts me, says, this is what I want for Christmas. And it's a 4-pack of hair clips for $4 at Target. And she's not like doing that to be shy. Like she does that because that's what she wanted. I try to pry better things, bigger things out of her, and like all she wants is she does not care about money or material things at all. I'm very, very I'll be honest, it would make Christmas a lot easier if she did, but you know, can't complain about that. I really am blessed with her. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Anons, met her. He said, you are lucky. She's awesome. Yeah, she just yeah, I'm not gonna lie, for a little bit I was like, this seems too good to be true, but it's been about, you know, it's been many years now, and haven't really seen the dark side yet. So she's either hiding it really good or doesn't have it. I mean, she did just quit live on the spot. Anyway, next winner, who's it going to be? Chill Night Ride. Shout out to you. He says, let's go. I say, bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. We're sending you some free Cardano. Go to the free Discord and get that free Cardano. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for being subscribed to the channel. Hopefully, it's benefiting you through this bullish move in crypto. Shout out to Dave Digital, said, YouTube kicks you off and logs you off. There is a good chance that you are not the only one in control of your computer. Shout out to Dave Digital. Funny enough, interesting you say that. Dave, why did you say that? I don't know if that's just weird timing. I don't know why you said that. But shout out to wait, bro, you look like Esteban Ocon? Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Shout out to you. Hopefully he's good looking. But anyway, shout out to Dave Digital. I think I'm getting hacked, potentially. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it is kind of weird. Maybe Tony D remotes in. Shout out to okay, yeah, Chill is number 5. All right, next winner, who's it gonna be? Xbox. Shout out to Xbox. Says Bing Bong. Xbox says Bing Bong. Shout out to you with a green heart. Thank you for the comment, bro. Thank you for watching the thank you for watching the content. Yeah, you are probably hacked. I would not be good. Unfortunately, whatever. I don't really think I'm hacked, but if somebody hacked me, I'm the wrong guy. I'm the wrong guy. Yeah, it's bad news, unfortunately. But whatever. Shout out to Dave Digital. But shout out to Xbox. Are you hacked into my computer, Xbox? Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching the content. If you're hacked in or not, we're still going to send you some Cardano, bro. Bing bong. Shout out to you. Next winner, who's it going to be? I am the captain now. Shout out to Tyler. Let's see. Tony D said, I do not remote into your computer. I'm unable unless you give me access. Yeah. Tony D, isn't that kind of weird? That's interesting. Anyway, let's see. Only you said, hopefully, me next time. Well, we'll see. Might be you next time. We'll find out right now. Next winner. Okay. All right. Well, we know what that was. Anyway, next winner, who's it going to be? John Patrick said, much love, Frankie. Thanks for everything you do for the CandleMafia. Shout out to you, bro. John, thank you for being a part of the CandleMafia. You guys do not have to thank me. I have to do my favorite thing every single day. And not only that, I get to share it with the best people on earth. So thank you for appreciating me, and I appreciate you for leaving that comment so much. We're going to give you some free Cardano. So shout out to you, John. Hit that free Discord and get your free Cardano. Bing bong. Let's see. Okay. John is number 7. Number 8, who's it going to be? Let's go. We got, bro, why are these spaces throwing me up? Sentimental? Sentimental? Well, shout out to Joanne. Thank you for watching the content. We're going to send you some Cardano. I don't know why I'm acting so suspicious right now. My screen is flickering. We're hacked right now, guys. Any cybersecurity experts, hit me up. We're hacked. The hackers keep getting into really profitable trades on my accounts. It is actually really funny, guys. Funny story. I don't promote this or condone this. But I will say, the other day I got into trade, and I opened up my account, and I was like, what is this trade? I didn't enter this. And turns out I just forgot I entered it. Unfortunately, this is really bad trading hygiene, by the way. Don't do that. It's like not. It was up, but that's not cool. It's not funny. It's stupid. You'll lose money if you do that often. It doesn't happen to me often, but it did happen. And I was texting Tony, and I'm like, dude, did you put in a trade on this account or whatever? And he's like, no. And I was like, I may have like entered this by mistake, but I don't really remember. And I'm like, we're hacked. And I'm like, it's such a low probability that someone hacks your computer and then just like starts banging trades on your account. Be super hilarious though. That's what I would do if I was a hacker. I would just like break into people's accounts and then just like trade for them and just make them money. It's like, this guy's a hacker scumbag, but he made me money. But anyway, turns out it was a position. I had to check the Discord. It was a setup in the premium Discord. I checked my entry and I was like, yep, it's this setup. I just forgot I take the same setup on many accounts, right? So sometimes I forget I put it on one of the personal accounts or something like that, and that's how that happens. Hack into my PC, Frankie. Shout out to Fabio. Also comes with the risk of getting wrecked, guys. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Next winner, F. Mariano. Shout out to you, bro. Said, Tyler, you want to call that one? Yeah, you want to, I say bot. You know, it might just be someone chatting out there. Yeah, you think they're right? If you think they're legit, Tyler? We could say they're legit. Trust Crypto 8 says, Frankie 2024. I am probably all good on that. I'll be honest with you. I appreciate that, but I would never want to be the president. Frankie for Crypto President 2024 might be nice. I don't even know about Crypto President. I'd rather be trading president, to be honest. But shout out to you, bro. Trust Crypto. I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping that nice comment. We're going to send you some free Cardano. And Trust is 9. Let's go. Rob the Crypto Snob said bot, so I guess we have to do an extra one. Shout out to Dreamer said, yo, this channel is dope. Shout out to you, bro. Don't forget to subscribe. Give away a ton of free trading education here. So shout out to you. Thank you for being here. All right, next winner. Dogecoin hodler said, let's go, Frankie. We know that's not a bot, unless that bot just guessed my name correctly. We're going to send you not Dogecoin, but we're going to send you some Cardano, and then you can flip it for Dogecoin. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for dropping the that nice comment, and enjoy your free Cardano. And I do think Rob is a bot. Okay, so I think we do need to do one more, right? Doge is 10. Shout out to Golden. Thank you for the super chat. Said, I've done cybersecurity for 20 years. Hit me up. Shout out to Golden. Let's go. Golden is, that doesn't surprise me, Golden. After talking to you, I was like, I feel like you're probably pretty crazy with cybersecurity. All right, so shout out to all the winners. Tyler Durden says, no, is it not a bot? Doge is 10 for real? Too late for this week. Show's over. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I'll do one more. Fabio Mariano is in chat. So he's just shouting out his meme coins. I mean, hey, as long as he's a real person, we just can't send crypto to a bot. So let's go. Shout out to Mariano. I appreciate you, bro. I feel bad. I'm sorry I accused you of being a bot. But anyway, shout out to Mariano. Congratulations. And with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you all for tuning in and sticking around till the end of the stream. Pray for Bitcoin. Maybe we get the dump to the downside. If we do, you guys have all the key levels I'm looking at for bounces. And if we get to break to the upside, all the levels are the same from last week's live stream, looking between 75 to 81K if things get really crazy. Like I said, less like recklessly bullish, like just calling for the higher prices as we have the past couple of weeks. Simply a change in sentiment of the market. So kind of a little bit more neutral bearish-ish. But we'll see. I don't typically trade over the weekends. We'll see how price action develops. And next week, we'll be right back here, same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who won the giveaways. And shout out to the Salty Bitcoin. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Salty Biscuit for winning that 0.02 Bitcoin. And on Monday, guys, we will announce the official new giveaway that is sponsored by Golden, where you can win 0.02 Bitcoin by just clicking a button in the free Discord. And shout out to Golden. Speaking of the GOAT, thank you for gifting that Frankie Candles membership. Let's go. That's all the time I got. I'll see you guys next time. Hasta pasta. Be safe this weekend. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the f is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, though they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, don't know what is in me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working, I'm up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Please don't. Really, I was just kidding. You can help whenever you want. I'm just joking. I think they know that you don't actually, like, work for me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... I was just joking. No, I love when you help me with the giveaways. Why do you always sit on the floor? All right, well, you can help next week. I called for you. You didn't come. All right, well, you help next week. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, I'll get you 8 hair clips next Christmas. Yes. Okay. All right. I got to catch the flight. I told you I'm going to hang out with Rob. Yes, you could come. Okay, beautiful. All right. Oh, God. Oh, God. You guys just hear that? Guys, Mrs. Candles is mad at me because I said she quit. And she didn't. She just walked away, and I hurt her feelings. I'm sorry. But, guys, I got to catch a flight. I'm going to hang out with Rob the Crypto Snob. Mrs. Candles is coming. Golden, Tyler Durden, Crypto Anon, Crypto Billy, everybody, all the mods are meeting me. Big party, big Mafia party at Rob the Crypto Snob's house. I got to catch that flight, though, so I got to go. Hasta pasta. Frank Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a